This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trade. I hit the wrong button on my stream deck. Yo, Nez, what's up? I accidentally hit my be right back instead of unmute my mic. Hello, Nez. How are you? Am I actually talking? I am. Okay, we're good. No, get that. No. Thank you. We're speeding up time real quick. There we go. Okay, I don't think stream cord's gonna work, so I guess I gotta do this manually. I feel like every Friday it just doesn't work. What's up with that? Yo, Tuna. For some reason, stream cord doesn't work on Fridays, and I couldn't tell you why. But it feels like a pattern at this point. I think I probably should stop having it notify that YouTube is live and then just go through, just have it ping from Twitch, because YouTube's API, from what I understand, is just much more annoying to work with. But anyway, hello, let's see. I'll show my face. Hail and well met. It is I, Beats, ruler of this land. How y'all doing today? Hello, Tuna. Hello, Nez. Hello, Suribot. Hello, Kitten. You want attention? I haven't been home all day, so she wants attention. How dare she, you know? Honestly, I think it's too hot for this hoodie. Give me like half a second. What? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Ran away. I tried. Yo, most epic South. Let me grab my kitten. Here. Here. Over. I found her. What's up, Sauce? How you doing? I've acquired the kitten. How y'all doing today? Woke up a couple of minutes ago. What time is it for you? Isn't it? It's late, right? Yo, she. The most epic sauce. I really need to make that redeem bigger. Thank you for the
Most epic source
resubscribe.
just subscribed. Chai.
Shai. Yo, deep 2. We've reached our goal. Heck yeah. Wait, 10 subs? That feels weird because we're at 19. I don't know how that works. Anyway. 1 a.m. What card are we working on today? Well, I thought we were starting with your redeem if you're redeeming that, but I don't know. That's a good question. We have a few potential things. We've got what do we got? We've got, yeah, also damn, it's 1 a.m. Let's see. What are we doing? We have like the one that was we have like, we could do the one of me, quote unquote, which I guess would be like a knight or something. We could do one of the changeling or whatever that we had, we like the art we drew for our D&D character. We could do that as a card. There it is. Doesn't do it, we can brainstorm during. Indeed. Okay, let me catch up. Sauce. Toot. Deep toot. Indeed. I cannot believe that we got the brother lord Butterlord himself in here. Indeed. Butter dog with the butter. Hell yeah. All right, Tuna. So I'm gonna give you a few options here. Option 1. So Tuna sent me a reference to use potentially for this, but, or not to potentially use, but to use for this. I'm gonna give you a few options here. Do you want, because the doodle redeems are, you know, ideally we do them like within like half an hour-ish, right? So either you can have a little guy, you could have a sketch, like a black and white sketch that's more refined. You could have a colored sketch that's less refined. And also the question is like, what kind of style are you looking for? I guess it's not really just options. It's just tell me what you're looking for and we'll do it to the best of our ability. Obviously, if you want like a fully rendered illustration, it's not going to be that, but I can, you know, do my best. Because the doodle redeem is like, yeah, I think we've talked about it. Like the reason the doodle redeem is more expensive or is the same price as the armies one is because we are already working on army stuff anyway. So you let me know, my dude. What are you looking for? What do you want? What do you want from me? Yeah, the official no life chatter. Just having all the Bitcoin. Okay, I was right. Okay. And then Tuna disappeared. Tuna fell back asleep. No, he's probably just typing. Okay, there we go. I think I want a color scheme because that's really important to the character, but I don't know about the style. I like him to just be cute AF. Okay, so I mean, we'll just do... I'm trying to think what I can realistically do in a short period of time, you know? But let's go ahead and just start with a blank canvas and see where it goes. How about that? See how much we can get done. I will try my best. You care if I show the reference? Everyone going live at the same time. Are these people streaming or something? Let me make sure it's working. It is okay. Unleash the bald. Okay. And just your attempt is more than enough. I'm so excited to have anyone draw my OCs. There you go. There you go. Okay. We shall try. And show the reference. Pretty happy with what AI did. Yeah. It gives me vibes from multiple different anime. But yeah, I will show the reference just so people can understand what we're doing. But yeah. Getting set up here. Sorry. All my stuff is just a mess. I really should have cleaned my desk. Although I didn't really have a whole lot of time today. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. Art display. Activate. We can bring back the little guys. Those were hiding or whatever. Okay. Let's start. Oh, reference. Like I'm missing something. So for reference, this is Tuna's reference. Let's copy the. It reminds me of like Fairy Tale and like, isn't the kid like from Digimon look like this? Oh God, what have I done? Why is this not working? Copy image. And just like a few different like, you know, there he is. What's that new one too? He's like a scrapyard boy, right? This is that your magnetic character. Drop some info during this. He reminds me of Luffy and Naruto with his style because big, goofy boy smile. Yeah, that's true. All right, so this is our character. I don't think I'm gonna do anything crazy with the pose. I'm probably just gonna kind of try to like redefine this in my style, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm gonna. I could go like a full character, but I feel like that's just gonna get you less, you know? Let's start by starting. Maybe we'll do like a little bit of something here with pose, but I don't know. We'll see. We're starting real sketchy. Hey, that's my couch. We'll do like a 3/4 angle because why not? This is Magnet Boy, right? Am I wrong in thinking that? Magnet Boy with the power of magnets. A gross simplification of your character. I'm sure. Mixley. And yes, his magnet power is adopted by a small town of mechanics, little thief during loves finding authority, which is small. No, yes. The old mob town. Welcome to Mob Town. I'm trying to decide if I draw this in like my comic style, like the, you know, it's basically what's it called? AAE style plus. Explain to me his magnet powers. How is that yo, DDP, what up, dude? How does he use those? Didn't you say like gauntlets or something like that? I'm tempted to draw a gauntlet, but the only problem is then I have to draw hands. Then maybe I just go with my the old comic book style, because they don't have hands. What's your take on it? Yeah, I know, but I would love to know the technology. It's also your character, you know? I don't know, we'll do what we can. What time is it? Let's take note of the time. Let's call it 7:15, so 7:45 we should be done. He's got narrower shoulders. He's got it. This is too much. Whoop. He's just a boy. Just a boy. He can make anything he touches magnetic, so he can make scrap gauntlets sort of in one piece. I don't know it enough, but interesting. So he has specific magnetic powers that are not related to the gauntlets, or related to gauntlets. For some reason I just remembered. I thought that was like the source of his power, but big goggles. Boggles. This is not in the right spot on his head. Part of me, like, I always start drawing and then I realize that like I should have done something different for the pose or something like that. Then I remember that I'm drawing this in 30 minutes, so we kind of just have to go. I probably could have done like an extremely rough like pose sketch, right? Which is probably what I should do. Like just a gesture drawing, right? That would really help, but it's too late now. We have surpassed that time window. No. It doesn't really have any device externally. I'd really vibe with the concept of. I didn't really vibe with it because it's not. I'm not creative enough. In what what way? What way do you mean? I do like his big ears. But I'm also not the best at drawing ears. This will probably be like a weird hybrid style between something I do. I don't know. What do you mean you're not creative enough for? Unless I'm reading it wrong. Didn't vibe with the concept of external devices. Maybe because I'm not creative enough. Yo, Techno, how you doing? Welcome back. We're gonna be doing card drawing today, but our lovely viewer here, Tuna, did an art redeem, so it is 30 minutes of drawing Tuna's character here. That's to you know, I really want to if you get enough channel points, I do have a art redeem. So, how you doing today, Techno? One of the things I like to do with art, I probably said this multiple times, but is that I really like cast divine feline location. Okay, we will do that. Oh, she's back there. So it's not. We don't have to go far to find her. Give me just half a second here. One of the things I like to do with art is having a color overlay, because then you're not so precious with your art. You actually like realize that it doesn't matter if you mess up a little bit. So there you are. Okay. Let's do the cat, and then we will come back to this. The cat redeem. I'm lagging so hard. No. Before I go into lurk mode, since I need to do my morning routine. Okay, we got you. We got you, Techno. Cat cam is my phone camera. What a little loon. What a loon. All hail Luna, conqueror of Mount Kibble, indeed. But basically, I just ended up making powers being based on fusing with smell, which might change if I want more depth, but for now, yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. I like it. I can dig it. Honestly, I'm feeling like I'm gonna have a hard time getting something super super refined. I think we'll do our best, but it might just be like kind of sketchy. How spiky is his hair? Am I going too spiky? I think I might be going too spiky. I think we're doing slightly too spiky. Just by a smidge. Honestly, probably just do this. I don't know. We'll see. Always make it looking like Darth Maul right now. So I need like the bangs to kind of give me a hairline. Whatever you want to call them. trying to be loose with it because I don't want to get too bogged down in like what I'm doing. But yeah, here we are. Yo, Sean the Palm was along with Don. How you doing? I hate drawing hair even in pixel art. To be fair, it's anime. To be fair, you can exaggerate. To be fair, double to be fair, indeed. How do you draw a hair from a guy who hasn't drawn a human in years? It's is afraid to know. Honestly, I'm not that great at hair either. It's not something I'm specifically very good at. Layering. Assume hair is a 3D object, and like a singular 3D object, and not lines. A lot of the time, the biggest thing you can fall into when you're drawing is assume that something is a line, right? You're like, oh, that's just a line. It's like, no, don't draw lines. Draw 3D volumes. And that is what will help you to understand how it's supposed to look. Adonimus, yo! Yoi. To be fair, you gotta be fair. It's true. It's so true and accurate and correct. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like anime eyes. It's something I'm still trying to get better at, but I don't know if I could. Or do we do our, you know, our cute beats creations like eyes? I don't know. Maybe we just do my style, right? Because like I don't want to just copy what we're looking at, right? We may as well make it our own here. Fair. That's a fair point. To be fair, do you gotta be fair, especially at a fair? Or is it fair? I don't know. I don't care. True. No one knows. One of life's great mysteries. We're doing sort of an anime comic, my beats comic. I guess I don't know if you guys, I've shown it multiple times. Blanket Shaman is the name of the comic. Doing a hybrid. You go to a fair, make sure to pay the fair just to be fair, but the games at the fair are never fair to be honestly fair. Fair. True. Correct. Yeah, this might end up just being like a sketch that has like, that's a bit colored in based on time-wise. You said he can like make gauntlet out of like metal that surrounds his hands, right? Like he uses metal power and it like attaches to his arm. Is that what you're saying? That's kind of cool. I want to understand. I want to understand your character. I need fuel for this guy. This isn't the same one as your like. No, that was a different one. Never mind. I know you had one that was like a. What was it? Space. That wasn't Scavengers, right? It was like with the princess one. I don't remember which one that one was, but that's a different story, right? Or is it a fair? I don't know. Oh yeah, same. I'm too dizzy from waking up still. Yeah, basically anything magnetic. So you could theoretically make candy gauntlets made of dozens of cats. Are cats magnetic? I guess they have iron in them. I don't know if that makes a cat magnetic. I'm gonna give him a big old smile, but I don't. when you erase the construction lines but destroy half of your work. I'm not sure how I feel about the smile. Partly is because it's too low on his jaw. But it also looks kind of creepy right now. I'm gonna... I don't draw teeth enough. Well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't drawn anything in like a... I don't know. I've been trying to draw more like out, like that is not in the not in the game style. Like I want to do more. That's whatever, but my mileage has varied, you know. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. But I do need to do it more. Why have we lost all drawing capabilities? Oh god, what have I done? Oh god, help. Hello? I think it just froze. Okay, let's save it first of all. File. Save as. Random art. What's his name? Matt. Start with an M. Mixel. Matt, not Mashal. Mixley. Those guys. Space Guardian story. Makes a surface of their skin. Oh, so you make anything. Okay, gotcha. Space Guardian stories based on my childhood stories, OCs, which made when I was edgy teen, but there were some decent character ideas. I reworked a lot. Gotcha. No, I like it. It's a good name. Honestly, I feel like it makes sense when names are unique, right? Like that's kind of the point of a name, is to differentiate people. You know? I'll figure out what else to do here. I kind of like the idea of... do I really want to draw arms, though? What am I capable of? So you make anything magnetic is the thing, yeah? Is that how I'm understanding it? I'm sorry, I'm not like fully comprehending everything I read right now because I'm trying to make sure I do this quickly, you know? There's arms, probably. He has no hands. He's got little stumps. The secret lore. No one knew. Thumbs. Thumbs are on the outside. I guess his hands would be closed, so there'd be more. So basically you can creative with polarity, make new moves. Gotcha, gotcha. Yo, 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 Dingus Mortimus. How the heck are you? We are currently drawing one of Tuna's characters because he did a art redeem. If you're wondering what the heck I'm drawing, that's what this is. Of course, it'll probably only be a sketch at this rate, but we do what we can, you know? Just imagine and like just his arms surrounded in trash. I'm definitely not going to be able to do justice of what I would like to do here, but of your character as a whole. But we are going to do our best. Okay, we've got like 10 minutes left, and I have a very rough sketch. Doing good, thanks for asking. Wait. Oh, I missed things. If he's making things into magnets, there have to be 2 pulls per object. That makes sense anyway, yeah. For example, he punches people to be... Punches? The way he punches would be to... He makes his face and someone else's face. No, it's sandwich polarity. Faces push. Back turns. Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. What up, dingus? Hey, when you say it like that, it sounds like insult. What's up, Sean the Palm? So some damage sense. Nice. I like it. Didn't mean it like that. It's no matter how it turns out, I'm so grateful. Norris, dude. Yeah. I got you. I'm doing what I can. But it definitely, when I do these, I feel like it, I feel like, you know, I know it should just be a sketch, right? So that is what it has to be, but okay. Again, we could do color or we could clean up the line art more. What's your thought? We are at that point now. Probably gonna make the art that I know is gonna, like, we're gonna thicken up the line art a little bit here. Would you like it cleaner or colorful? Those are the questions we ask ourselves today. Introduce heart attack by making your heart magnetic. Holy moly, that could be brutal. Yeah, indeed. I do like that kind of thing. Like, one of my favorite parts about like My Hero Academia is how they introduce a power and then eventually like they make it like a muscle, right? Like, you have to train that power in order for it to get stronger. So like, you know, just having that sort of idea, I think really works well, where it's like, maybe at the beginning he doesn't have that sort of control of his power yet, or like it's not strong enough to to do something like that, but eventually it gets powerful enough to do that. Same with Avatar, right? It's like their potential for power, like Last Airbender, it's not blue people. So yeah, I think that's kind of a cool. I'm definitely missing some stuff. Cool things that can be done with power like that. It's horrifying thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like airbending. How yeah. It could collapse lungs, right? Rob the Cobb, who's a snob. What a completely new person. Sean, I was thinking for a while that you might have been my neighbor because his name is also Sean and he mows his lawn a lot, you know? So are you my neighbor? Tell me. You have to tell me. Joke aside, I don't know if this is against you. Go. Do you make two accounts or is it? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Tuna, what are you thinking? Do you think I should keep refining the sketch? I don't know if you said. I asked, but I don't know if you said, or if I just missed it. Do you want me to do more? Like just clean up the line art more, or do you want me to do just like block some colors in? Because I don't think I'm gonna get, again, with the time allotted, I don't think we can get anything too crazy. We've got like, I don't know, 7 minutes. Trying to keep on schedule with these. I go too crazy with them, which, you know, ends up being unfair for in some ways, right, to some people. Unfair if we don't keep, like, we need to start sticking to this a little better, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, we could do either, right? Like, I could just keep refining this line art. I personally, let's do like a really rough color block, but I think I personally like a more refined piece than just like super sketchy. But let's do like one of those sort of styles where it's like scratches. What? Oh, that's smudge. That's the smudge tool. Oh, because the smudge brush. That makes sense. That's also a smudge brush. I just want something. Those are leaves. Dry medium. We're gonna play around with some brushes. Sparkle. Pastel. Yeah. No, we kind of want a wet medium. We want like a mark. What if we do this? This. And we do like. What if we what if we oh, it's one of those. Turn down? I don't know, we'll try it. And no, we're just gonna stick with what we know. Do oh, I know what happened. All right, ignore me. Brush tool. There we go. There we go. There we go. How does that make sense? How was half that on the wrong layer? Wait, what? What have I done? Oh, I know what I did. I know what I did. I was drawing in the background color. There we go. That works. Kind of going for a marker style. I'll clean it up in a bit, but we're stealing colors here. Kind of speed running it. I know you guys are saying things. Hello? Oh, because I'm on the wrong layer. You guys are probably talking about cool powers. I'm missing it. I guess we're going with coloring instead of refining the sketch, but that's okay. Yeah, actually, I'm happy we did the locked in colors because like it looks cool. I don't hate this sort of sketchy painting where it's kind of like over the art, but I wanted to make sure it was a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna catch up real quick because I'm way far behind. Oh, wow, I'm so far behind. It's my alt. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's probably against TOS, but also whatever. Who's gonna notice? Also, his powers are magnetism. If he could possibly control electricity in constrained ways, interesting. Like an electrical current and whatever metal chooses, meaning it melting instantly. Dang, I like this power a little too much. It is pretty sick, yeah. Just Raphael seems like a handsome guy. I was wondering his power could really get the end of the story. It would get pretty sick. Yeah. The characters whose powers in the story controlled. I'm gonna skim through this, not read it out loud, but interesting. I think it's getting very scientific, and I'm digging it. Yeah, I don't think I can fully catch up. There's just too much to read. But a lot of this sounds super sick. Anyway, cool. Tuna. I think that's probably time. I think that's all we got time for. Maybe do like, oh wait, like 2 seconds of extra refining, but I think this is the sketch. refresh. It's not horrible. TLDR, Tuna made a cool power that can do terrifying things and cool things at the same time. Yes, I agree. You always like that kind of power where it's like sort of like magnetism in general, like as a power. I think it's a good one. Or like just push pull in general, right? like that sort of thing. My Baldur's Gate character is just all about pushing and pulling people. It's super fun. What do you think, Tuna? Did I do him any sort of justice here? Hope I did. Never a huge My Hero Academia fan, but I love how it handles powers. That's something I could take a lot of inspiration from. Yeah, I don't know. I love My Hero. It's honestly probably one of my favorite, like, of that genre of anime. But, you know, here we are. But yeah, the way they do, I think the two biggest things I like about it is that the way they handle powers and the way every character's like biggest strength is also their greatest weakness. I think that's just kind of a cool way to do characters, because like they don't ever feel like particularly weak. I don't know. It's interesting, but like I don't know. I just find that interesting. We already saved it as that. Let's export as PNG. Yo, low base guy, how you doing? I is good. We're doing a arch redeem for our boy Tuna here. The man, the myth, the Tuna. And we're talking about magnetism superpowers, because that is the power of this boy, Mixley. Anyway, Tuna, I think it's done. I'm gonna send it to you. This is as far as we go. Someone joined the Discord. Hello. Hello, person who joined the Discord. Welcome. Yeah, Tuna, hopefully you like it. I'll post it in stream chat. Do you want a different background color, actually? Or is this fine? Or do you want no background? No background's probably not going to work perfectly. Oh, no, we got to leave it. We got to leave it. I think it's honestly fine. I think it looks good. I kind of like it. All right, we're done. Moving on. Tuna. Oh, God. Stream chat. Bam. Done. No, I'm not going to put too much emphasis on realism, but I do want to understand the concept. Yeah, I think, like, sort of using realism to, like, prove your point can be good sometimes. Obviously, it kind of gets some, like, can be, you know, not quite. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. My brain's kind of fried. Okay, I'm finishing up. I'm okay. Finishing up a character. I'll work on my first render with her Sunday. It's Richie from the Lost Tribe of the Sith. Interesting. Define finishing up. Like, are you drawing, or are you? What mean? What do mean? Okay. We did none of the brainstorming about what we were going to be doing next, but that's okay. We were talking about cool superpowers. texturing. Interesting. Well, if you want to share your art, whatever that may be, feel free. You have any links you want to share? I'd love to see your stuff. Okay. All right, y'all. What are we drawing next? Because I think there's a few things we could do. We could make this guy a character. We could make me a character. By this, I mean a card. We do this. No, this. We could do this guy. We could do this. We could do, what else? I feel like there's a few other ones. I had a few other ideas for cards that I specifically wanted. Actually, maybe we should look at, let's go on Tabletop Simulator for a second. I'll take inspiration from JoJo since my favorite show of all time in general, so I think that's what I'm leaning towards. My backhat crazy concept works just getting people to start. Yeah. This realism instead of go for self-consistency. The name I made up, but I bet there's an actual name for this. Yeah, it's just continuity, right? Just keeping your own continuity. Don't break the fiction, right? Like, it's, if you set up rules for your thing, don't break them unless it makes sense to break them, right? I just went to school for this stuff and know decent bit about it, but it's not like I was interested in this stuff. I went to school, kind of tried. Got myself in my mind. There you go. Well, now here we are. Let's look at this for a second, because I think the goal now is to see what we can do as far. Oh, these are all messed up again. I think I actually want to maybe make another new card for one or two cards for God of Destruction. I was thinking of making like a bog, kind of like the swamp, but maybe somewhere like between the butcher and the swamp. So it's like when a monster dies, it gains a certain number of units. I think that could be cool. I also think one of the things that would make God of Destruction kind of cool is if we maybe had a some sort of like taunt structure that let you kind of redirect attacks in some sort of way. That's probably beside the point. The thing is, with the God of Destruction, we kind of didn't make any cards for him. We kind of just took existing ones that kind of worked. So that might be something we can play around with as well. And then we also can do altruism stuff, right? All this stuff is out of whack. It's all out of whack. Hold on. Trying to read. Let's make the Wii card, because that could be a card that fits in with the others. I mean, yeah, in theory, the idea is what it mimics another card in some way. We'd have to figure out exactly how that works, but I mean, I could redeem an AAE card if I got 600 more points. There you go. Making you a card is really good for the future videos. Making a U card is good for the future videos because your little avatar could come out of this card into the intro. Ooh, yeah, that would be fun. Fully out of ideas. The idea machine is on hold now as midterm slowly marches closer. Yeah, I feel that. That makes sense to me. Yeah, I mean, it could be cool to do this, but we can do either. I don't really care. The thing is, this card could go in literally any deck. Whereas me, I feel like we could specifically target it toward altruism. Okay, how are we doing on altruism though? Like, I feel like at a certain point we can just fill in the deck, but right now we have what do we have as far as cards we made for it? We made the assassin for the altruism deck. We made the king, I believe, for the altruism deck, right? Yes, yeah, king goes in altruism deck. I decided the beast tamer is going to go in the altruism deck because I think it works pretty well and it didn't have a home yet, so I think that works really well. Altruism assassin, peak game design. Indeed. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, altruism kind of needs cards that are, you know, aggressive generally. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I keep yawning. I apologize. Church of the Desolate Dusk is altruism. Church of the Radiant Dawn is altruism. Sky is altruism. Yes, we made a Sky card if people didn't notice that one. If you have a card that copy effects, you could have double assassins. You could have quadruple assassins, technically. But I'd have 2 of any card in a deck. I mean, it's a card that fits in any deck, you know? You could have... What if we card could copy 1 card on the field or discard deck, but for a cost for a limited time? I think that would probably make the most sense. Or even like your allies deck instead. That could also work. Oh, we are hitting an ad. We'll talk more about that. Let's do a quick ad break. It'll be a 3-minute ad break, and then we will be back for an hour of ad-free viewing. Maximus has an idea. I was about to say hold that thought, but don't. Let it out.
This is Armies Against Dendron.
We'll talk about it.
A cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes.
How to play the
Choose
game.
your god. Expand your domain. Build mighty structures and rally great heroes to defend this world you call home. Stand together, fight back, and strike down the old gods before they unmake all of existence. In this handcrafted game, every card, rule, and monster was created from scratch, and it continues to evolve, shaped by the hands of everyone who plays it. If that sounds fun to you, stick around, and I'll show you all the ways you can play the game and how to play it. If you need a specific part of the video, everything is timestamped, so you can just jump to exactly what you need. Getting into it, first you will need the game. Currently, there are 3 main ways to play it. Tabletop Simulator. This is a $20 Steam game where you can load the Armies Against Entropy mod and it's ready to play. Screentop.gg, another digital board game hosting service. It's a little less feature rich, but completely free to use, making it the most accessible option for players. All you need is an account. Print and play. If you prefer a physical version, there are several options available, including a printer-friendly version. You can find links to all these versions either on my website or my Discord server, which you can find in the description. The Discord is also a great way to send feedback, give ideas, and find someone to playtest the game with, as the game is still a work in progress. Both on my Discord and my website, you will find a fully illustrated rulebook. I'll be going over almost everything here that's covered in there, but if you prefer a written version to reference, well, it's there. Okay, now that you can actually play the game, let me tell you how to play it. First, let me explain the goal. Your goal is to work together with a friend to defeat the Old God. To do this, you will place cards on your turn, divert units to grant your cards more power, and attack the enemy forces. Once you've cleared the way, you can strike down the Old God. Though be careful, the Old Gods look to do the same. Using their automated deck, they can attack you with powerful cards, dismantling your forces. If they can destroy all your cards, they can attack your god, and you lose the game. To play Armies Against Entropy, you'll require a few components. At least 2 decks of player cards. Currently, the game is balanced around 2-player experience, but there are alternate game modes you can try out if you're feeling wild and crazy. Most of those are listed in the rulebook themselves at the end. You'll also need an Old God card deck, a minion deck, and unit tokens. In the digital versions, these are provided for you, but if you're playing a print and play, I would recommend poker chips. Dice and roll down counters also work, but I find poker chips much easier to use. Player cards are vital for players to battle the Old God and achieve victory. Each card has unique functions such as deploying units, utilizing special effects, and even modifying game mechanics. There are different types of player cards, each serving a unique purpose for the game. Here are those card types along with the icons associated with them. Gods are the first card a player chooses, which helps them to define their playstyle they like to use during the game by granting them a powerful effect. Heroes are placed on the front lines and typically are going to be dealing and receiving the most damage. Most heroes have the ability to attack, allowing you to defeat the threats controlled by the Old God. Lands are the player's main source of unit generation. Protecting your lands is crucial to having the power to defeat the Old Gods. Structures have some of the most versatile functionality in the game. These cards can have a wide variety of effects, helping you to create powerful synergies. The main caveat is these cards must be placed above lands to gain their effects. Spells are extremely powerful cards, being able to be played at any time and resolve immediately, allowing you to get out of a tight situation. Besides the player card type icons you've just seen, there are also a few other icons that you need to know. Unit gain. This icon represents how many units a card gains per turn during their unit phase. Units gained with this icon are placed directly onto the card. More on this in the unit section in a bit. The attack icon. This icon shows whether the card can attack or not. Typically these are hero cards, but keep an eye out. Some heroes don't attack, while other card types might be able to. Next are card effects.
Aircrafters building decks with double we that gives you infinite units somehow. I don't know how that would do it, but the only thing I could potentially break stuff like that is if you could get double structures or something like that. Whenever you already have 1K channel points. Honestly, I think it's watch streak. What's your watch streak at, Tuna? What if whenever a card on your side is destroyed, the Wii card can choose to go in place of that card, copying its effects? It's crazy. You could make it return to its original form if you want to as well. Interesting. Whenever a card on your side is destroyed, and choose to go in place of that card, copying its effects. So it's like something you could leave in your hand, and when it dies, it just kind of does that. That's interesting. Trying to think that through. When I was thinking of Homunculus having negative unit generation, maybe that makes sense for Wii because their self-destructive behavior. I think us having negative unit gen while impersonating a card makes gameplay sense. We literally ran into a big electricity tree and touched it. Honestly, that was the proper solution to the puzzle, believe it or not. Although my other players took much longer to figure that out. They were scared of it. Posture check, thank you. No shrimping around. My original idea, the Wii card. It's normally hero, but when this card is destroyed, it can choose to trigger this thing and go wherever it wants. So it's kind of like I feel like the art doesn't quite make sense for that, but it's kind of like the what's it called? The stone golem a little bit. Be easier to track if the Wii card that way too. You can just place it like right next to the copied card. Now it's a hero you play. When the hero card in the field dies, you can go become that card in that moment. This also worked. It's true. That was actually the solution. The key was being dumb enough to become smart enough to solve the puzzles. Exactly. Gain infinite knowledge. Truthfully, this deck doesn't need any more heroes, but I don't know. Maybe actually, honestly, it might be one that goes in the humanity deck. So like the base deck. Because this one doesn't have anything yet. But maybe not. Maybe it goes in this deck. I think it's just one of the cards we make and then it kind of fits in the space. We'll have to like re-deck build everything when we're done and just make sure that every card fits in a spot. Although I've been trying to figure out like what the launch of the game is going to look like and what kind of cards it has. And from one of the videos I've been watching, they talk about like Kickstarters for this kind of thing. And usually you have some pre-mades and then you get a bunch of like booster packs, which maybe we only really release like 2 of these, you know, 2 of these or 2 to like 4 of these, and the rest of the cards are actually just randomly sorted so people can feel like they're gambaing. I don't know, it'll be interesting. My goal is to learn Cyrus's favorite flower, but it's like potato, indeed. Y'all were in love with Cyrus, and I still don't understand why, but I mean, not that Cyrus isn't a lovable guy, you know? He's just in love with someone else, guys. I think you have to let go. Okay, well, long story short here, we really don't need more heroes, but we'll make them anyway. We probably should be making lands. And spells. We haven't done spells in a while. We works for anything, so it's great. Yeah. It's not a question of why, but why not? He deserves to be loved. I mean, you don't know. You don't know their life. You don't know anything about him. You didn't even ask. You didn't even care, you know? You're just going off and just thinking about yourself, you know? Just kidding. You just only thought about how he should love you. See? No, you don't even know him. You don't even know anything about him. If you love someone hard enough, you have to let them go and let them be happy. It's not a question period. It's not a question period. There you go. Anyway, you guys don't know nothing. Anyway, we Let's draw this guy. What kind of background are we doing for him though? I don't think I'm gonna give him his iconic hammer and pistol though. I feel like it doesn't make sense in the terms of armies. But we will sabotage his crush before doing 180 degree arc. You said it's iconic. It is iconic, but I just don't feel like it fits. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you were to be like, here's a shapeshifter, and then you saw him with a hammer, you'd be like, what the heckin', huh? Yo, Hellfire, what up, dude? Welcome on in. What's going on with you, dude? Oops. I just did the wrong thing. That's the point. We're working on more armies against entropy cards as per usual. I refer to we as the character to shift the blame onto myself. I see. Nobody expects the hammer gun wielding maniac to be the shapeshifter. It's a perfect disguise. You can put the hammer somewhere as an Easter egg. I suppose I could. I don't know what to put as a background for this. For context, Hellfire, we did our D&D thing, and this is the character that we drew. But because we have the art now, we may as well use it as a card, you know? So... I only have one idea for the art of this, and I don't want to do it. Because it means drawing a whole nother character. Because my thought is having our shapeshifter here, and then a person that has this face looking, he's like looking like the idea. Let me just draw it. The idea would be, the art would be, you know, our shapeshifter here, right? And then a guy here, you know, and then him just being like, oh, and then him just transforming into him, you know? So like idea of hiding behind a house in an alleyway while the guards are looking for them. Yeah. Personally, I thought the half face being gray was we had an accident and got injured. It was assigned to keep the injury there as a reminder. Could be. I think having one character in a hero art makes more sense in an additional character just to show people. Yeah, no, I agree, but unleash the bald. Oh, I can confirm this. Okay. There you go. Peak art on screen. Indeed. Alleyway. Okay. I can get behind that. Took me a second to think that through, but I'm trying to like picture this in my mind. We're inside.
Damn son, where do you find that dome?
My mama gave it to me. You can just put like a house on the left and hiding behind the passage to the main street. House on the right. Yeah. Yeah, shadow people again. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, essentially, you've got, you know, this sort of perspective, right? Some good old... Was this 2-point perspective? 1-point perspective? I don't even know. I'm so bad at perspective. Our boy... I don't know what, sitting here, there, I don't know. Here, probably. As long as we gotta have like the full character. Screen. I guess I could just grab him, but I just kind of want to everything to be I don't know how to pose him either. Your bad perspective, just look at buildings. Thanks, Dingus. Appreciate it. Damn, son, where do you find that dome? That's funny. Sauce, you're a funny guy. I'll tell you what. On the main street. Oh, yeah, right, that. Love how productive you can be when talking about art. In what way? This is a context window. Maybe I forgot what I said. Yeah, I was thinking movie sitting. It's on the ground. Yeah, just kind of like one of these. Maybe looking over this way slightly, you know, toward this way. Like, what dumbass comment just made about perspective? Since you're making things look like real life in a way, it feels stupid sometimes. How hard can it be? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I gotcha. Now I understand. Yes, gotcha. All right, my brain wasn't quite understanding what you meant, but now I got it. What's the title for this card? That's the title. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go with Shapeshifter, like something Shapeshifter. I was tempted to do Changeling, but one, I don't know if that's copyrighted, and two, I think that would make it very confusing. I don't know. It would make it confusing for. I feel like it would sound like a minion, right? Like anything with Ling is basically a minion now. Change or like Endling, Voidling, all that kind of stuff. So I don't think we can do Dishonest Shapeshifter. Why is the Shapeshifter sad sitting? Honestly, I don't know. I think like the idea we have currently, unless someone has a better idea, is that he's kind of just sitting there, kind of like hiding from the guards, but I don't really know what pose he would be doing. Deceptive shapeshifter, I like maybe better. I was in the shower. Sorry if I missed context. No, you're good. Maybe a crouch then. We could do a sneaky crouch potentially. Another option. Ugh. Y'all, I'm not even like super mentally tired. I'm just like physically tired. You know? I just feel like I need to just lay down. I'll lay on my couch and watch anime, you know? But by the time I'm done with this, it'll be time for bed because for some reason, some people decided we have to get up at 8 in the morning. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's not. I'm not actually mad. I just wanted to be silly. Those people know who they are, though. Ugh. Impulsive shapeshifter, that's definitely true. You could tell you could do a lot. I could do a lot to make the pose matter less. Yeah. Up at 6 a.m. and most 5 for, you know, sleep time is an imaginary concept. Indeed. Sleep doesn't even exist. Maybe we should just pose our character, because like unlike normal, we have the character. I think what we'll do is we'll maybe put these items in the background, but I don't know if I'll give them like I don't know if he'll be actually holding them, because I feel like thematically it doesn't make sense, right? Like here's a shapeshifter who has a hammer. Like I just don't think it makes sense personally. I can't really use this background color if he's one of those colors. We're not breaking my the Armies Against Entropy. Well, I guess that's not really lore breaking, but it's just kind of confusing, you know, to anyone who doesn't understand. I could see him. Sometimes it's always weird having the. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. It looks weird now. Everything's weird. The problem is like this perspective is strange because all the characters are always facing 3/4 towards us, right? They're always facing, no matter what, this direction, you know, toward camera, or like toward this way, right? So like really what I would think is if we have, you know, people behind here doing whatever, his perspective should be looking like, you know, looking back over his shoulder. It just doesn't really work. Sleep is not imaginary. I'm gonna dip out. All right, dude, good night. Go to bed. I don't mind the building perspective isn't as bad because they're just squares, right? But when it's like people perspective gets weird. I'm also not sure. I'm not sure I'm feeling it. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of like a good way to like where to have the character. Because this just feels weird because I guess unless maybe we do have this the way I had it. That actually, I guess maybe makes more sense because then he's facing away from where he's leaving. Like he's leaving that way. So maybe sort of the sneaky skulking around could work, right? It's hard to do the sneak though when you don't have torso control. I guess we could just this is just to kind of get an idea. This isn't going to be the final look, I don't think. Can we do this? Is this something we can do now? I think they changed this so you can actually manipulate smart objects, which is kind of awesome. Like we could have him bending down. Or maybe just honestly running down the alleyway. You know? I wish I could reply to my own comments. I don't know if you saw what I suggested below this. Where the heck and heckity heck is that? Fry. Wait. Also, I think they could be hiding behind the back of the house. Ah, I see what you're saying. So it's kind of like yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. I can see that more. So instead it's like I'm picking up what you're putting down here, Tuna. Trying to visualize it. We have our sort of opening of the alleyway here. It goes to like here. And then we have character here. Maybe just lay out like crouching. This is not correct perspective, but you know, here we are. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, we never actually even talked about how D&D went. I mean, I guess we talked about it at the end, but We never like we haven't had like a debrief since then. I think it's probably something we should do again. One, because I had fun. Two, because I think we had a lot of new people. Actually, I'm curious. Let's look at the metrics real quick, just out of curiosity. Overview. Can I choose a specific day? Let's say... How does it do that? Last 7 days. Hold on, let me look. Can I not choose a singular day? Oh, I can. There we go. Update. Okay, that's today. Hold on. It was Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay, we got one follow. Not really right. Was that last Wednesday, the 19th? Yes. Okay, we got one follow. Again, not horrible. And then Monday, I think we also got like 2 followers. Monday, we got 3 followers. I don't know. I think it could, like, we got a lot more people in. Obviously, we had a raid, which did help a lot. But yeah. I'm sure Colbert does a lot. Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of new people just the character creation day, and then they came for the D&D. So yeah, I'm wondering how that would perform if we just kept doing it. You know, so performance-wise, it went well, right? Like, if we're talking about just the the stats, right? So that was cool. But it was also fun, you know. And if that, like, that could be like the pivot, you know, to do stuff like that. Obviously, like, I would still want to work on this, and we could still even just, like, as we make D&D characters, we could also just put them in the armies world. It'd be interesting. Or we could focus a D&D campaign in the army setting, you know, armies against entropy setting. It'd be interesting. But yeah, that was good. I don't know. It was interesting. Sorry, I was just checking something here. You eventually run out of work you can do on AAE, so it's either working on other projects or varied content like that. Yeah, I mean, eventually. I mean, this almost... The problem with, like, a trading card game like this is you could work on it for virtually forever, right? But... I don't know. I mean, it's not even a problem, right? It's kind of a good thing. But at the same time, I don't know. Could be good to do something that gets us lots of views, you know? Gets us more traction. I mean, one of my ideas was to move to a on-stream D&D like thing. I don't know if that is if that's 100%, like my idea wasn't necessarily chat does D&D as a content thing, but could be a thing, you know, especially if we refine the format. What was your favorite things about it, Tuna, and what was your, like, what do you think needed improving? Feel free to be critical. Like, what worked well and what didn't, I guess is my question to you. You're actually a great DM, so it was very entertaining, so it was very entertaining to participate in. Nice. Okay, good. Thank you. That's a very good compliment. A very that makes me feel good. I feel good about that one. Mostly because I'm just like, I'm never like super confident about being a DM. Just because, like, I don't know. It's just like one of those things that's like hard to know if you're doing well. I've definitely gained a lot of confidence from streaming, so I honestly think that helps me in DMing. My favorite things were the characters and how lively the world felt. My least favorite thing was just that we didn't have Art of Cyrus, I guess, but that's more of a nitpick. Yeah, that was like one of the things I was thinking, like if we continue with the world that we do, maybe we like make art for the NPCs and stuff, like for everyone. Because ideally we could just use art of like AE characters, but we didn't really have a good one for Cyrus. Actually, technically there is Art of Cyrus, but you guys aren't gonna like it. On. I kind of forgot I had it, to be honest. Hold on. What are we working on? There is Art of Cyrus, but he's with his lady. It's also old art, but I think it's this one. There, hold on. What are we working on? We're doing the we're turning your D&D character, y'all's D&D character, into a armies card. So we're having like a shapeshifter card. Maybe it's I was gonna say, it's probably on my website. It is. There you go. There he is. Jealousy mode activated. There they are. There's your boy. All cute and junk with his lady. Anyway. Oh wait, what are we doing on? What? She's hot. Uh-oh, you guys are gonna be. You guys are gonna. You're gonna fall for both of them. Now you understand. Now you understand why he won't love anyone else. Yeah, but yeah, we're doing a art of the y'all's character. The idea here is we kind of have him, you know, hiding behind the building here. And there's like guards going by. I think that'll work. The scale probably needs to be a little bit different here, but I think we can shapeshift so we can compete. There you go. Yep, that's her. Our alignment is basically chaotic neutral. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. I think we can kind of have his feet hidden. The background probably needs to be like that. I guess your head comes to a top of a window if you're standing, right? Assuming the window is on the ground floor. That's probably about right. I mean, maybe, I mean, you're not even gonna see the roofs of these, but maybe we can, you know, embiggen them slightly. And then I guess we could just have like, honestly, this almost is the pose, right? We just need to, again, I'm kind of wondering if the, I have the picture on the right side, you know? I guess it has to be like this, right? Without flipping him. Like one of those. Yeah, that works. You can also flip the head and arms if you're like looking back idea. Yeah, I think this looks okay, right? Just the eyes shifted. Yeah, I could do like the one way and one the other way. We'll try it just out of curiosity. Kind of don't like flipping the head because, ooh, that does look kind of good though. I don't like flipping the head because I don't like switching the where the hair is, but I guess it also doesn't matter. That's just me being nitpicky. I do like that though. Like maybe it's slightly like this, and then also the eyes. Maybe not. I guess if I really don't like the hair being on the wrong side, I could just flip the entire canvas. The only thing well, whatever. It's not there. Trying to think if you're pushing yourself up against the wall. I guess your hands might be a smidge higher as your arms are. Yeah, I like that. This is a good perspective. This is a good call, Tuna. I like it. I don't like that because Jack's like, maybe I do like that. True. I like the idea that I just don't like the flipping the hair. For some reason, like, my brain is stuck on what direction their face looks like, and when you do the rotating of the face, sometimes it makes it look weird, you know? it makes it look wrong because you're already expecting their face to be one way, you know, or like the, you know, hair parting one way or something like that. So I also do like how they're kind of on the side of the screen. I think that's kind of fun. Oh, stopping the hands. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I have 2 of him here. This is like the least complex pose we've done in a while. Last one was riding a freaking horse. Okay, cool. I like it. We do have to draw a whole 2 buildings here, but I guess maybe we could give him the hammer. I'm not going to give him the pistol because I don't know if we even have guns in this world, but I know we have robots, but we'll give him the hammer. I concede. We'll give him the hammer. The heck? Could have been the thing he stole. Who knows? Does that look fine? Or do we want to actually have it like hiding? Eat? What? Oh, sorry, I missed you. Forgot about the stream. Oh, what's up, John? How could you forget about little me? Just to show how much heavy lifting a good perspective can do. 100%, yeah. Hammer on the way on the right to the point. How about the frame? Be nice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even mind him holding it that much, honestly. I mean, we could also just like do like it leaning up against the wall here, you know, or something like that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What was that? Yeah, that figures. But I'm so sore. I finished complaining. Time to do the push-ups. Oh. I feel like push up tough buddy, good job. I was doing what I did like a few weeks ago where I was drilling concrete to put furring boards on a wall so you could mount drywall to the concrete. And so that's a lot of, you know, hands or like pushing a drill, like a hammer drill through concrete. So, you know. But yeah, I think it's probably like a city, right? Furring board, like furry, like Luna, no. Furring strip, I think is what it's called, right? Because AAE cards are about the general concept, so the shapeshifters has like a hammer that implies shapeshifters in the universe wield hammers. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it feels weird, right? I think no hammer is better for the sake of theme. Yeah, agreed. We'll just have it like sitting in the alley there. But yeah, that's the thing. I like instant readability, you know? But yeah, dude, I think we're doing like a sort of a city, I think. You also missed it. I showed Cyrus off. I remembered I did have art, but said you weren't gonna like it. Tuna can attest. You sneak up in Big Bong, hope they don't hit back. Miss Cyrus, damn. I said though you wouldn't like the art. I was hiding it from you guys because I knew it would hurt you. It's just hilarious they try to deceive people by changing their appearance, but then carry a massive weapon and acts like a red flag, basically. If you really want to see him, I can show you. I got you. He's he's with his lady. There he is. There's our boy. I don't even know where I got like Rose looks great. Thank you. That's us shapeshifted into his lady. Indeed. I suppose it is. There you go. There's your boy. Gotta befriend his crush, invite her to go hiking, and then accidentally nudge her off the ledge. You guys are maniacs. That's me and Sauce in our NYC apartment. I believe it. I believe it. There's a part of me that wants to make this into like a blacksmith shop to put the hammer in, but I feel like that's, I don't know how I'd make that work. So I'm not gonna do that. And here's me debating on how much work to actually put into the sketch, but floor needs to be taller. Oh hey, he's still here. That's what I was trying to think of too. Probably too much stuff to cram into a small space. Yeah. Like the perspective has to be on the alleyway. We'll just have it like leaning in the alleyway. Maybe we'll like have like a pile of stuff here, right? One of my favorite things is like you have like there's a game, I guess it's in what game is it? Remnant 2. They have like this town that's like, or like this realm you can go to, which is like very like, it's like a fantasy world, but there's like these like basically like dark elves is the closest like comparison I could make to them. And they have like a lot of like random debris and stuff and like in the alleyways and stuff, and it's kind of like this like old sort of like, not medieval, but like an old-timey town. And one of the things they have is like the things on the side is a pallet, like and I'm like, for the longest time I was like, oh yeah, like just like, you know, a wooden pallet there. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's a freaking, why would they have a pallet if they don't have forklifts? Like, why is that a thing? Oh no, Fry, don't leave us. All right, home dog, I'm gonna watch a movie with the lady. Don't leave us, no. All right, Fry, we love you, goodbye. You theoretically could take a merchant stall from the Bardar and pop it in there, just hammer it. Sorry, it's gonna be so far away though if you put it like way over here. Yeah, I could reuse it. Yeah, for sure. We'll see. Yeah, I thought it was funny. It's like, why is there a pallet in this medieval setting? Like, there are not forklifts. They do not exist. But maybe something like it existed. I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I think we just have these like a box and whatever. They may just summon magical construct forklifts. True. Yeah, that game's aesthetic is kind of weird. It makes sense half the time. So I'm just using levitation spells, yeah. You see, they have to because that's how magic works. Anyway, looks like we're about to hit an ad. God, I'm so low energy right now. I'm trying. Get a forklift certification in Wizard Academy. I was forklift certified. Which I finally understood the joke after I'm like, wait, I was actually forklift certified. Why is that funny? And I'm like, oh, the joke is because it doesn't transfer from place to place, so it doesn't actually matter. Anyway. Ad time. I'll be back. And then we'll try to draw this background. BRB.
This is Armies Against Entropy, a cooperative trading card game where you and a friend face the relentless onslaught of the old gods and their monstrous hordes. Choose your god, expand your domain, build mighty structures, and rally great heroes to defend this world you call home. Create powerful synergies. The main caveat is these cards must be placed above lands to gain their effects. Spells are extremely powerful cards, being able to be played at any time and resolve immediately, allowing you to get out of a tight situation. Besides the player card type icons you've just seen, there are also a few other icons that you need to know. Unit gain. This icon represents how many units a card gains per turn during their unit phase. Units gained with this icon are placed directly onto the card. More on this in the unit section in a bit. The attack icon. This icon shows whether the card can attack or not. Typically these are hero cards, but keep an eye out. Some heroes don't attack, while other card types might be able to. Next are card effects. Player cards typically have one or two types of effects, a base effect and/or a triggered effect, unit effect, ability, or side effect. Base effects, these are found on the base of the card like you would see in any other card game, and the effect is an inherent ability of the card that is active once placed. Triggered effect. Triggered effects activate once a specific requirement is met, and that effect occurs immediately thereafter, regardless of game phase. Unit effects. These effects require a specific number of units to be placed on the card to trigger. Once active, the effect remains active until the number of units falls below the required threshold. Abilities. Abilities are unique actions that can be performed that often involve a specific cost or requirement. Once the cost is paid, these effects happen immediately. Side effects. Side effects are negative consequences that trigger once a card is played. They don't prevent the card's use, but represent the drawback that comes along with a beneficial effect. Let's talk a little more about units. Units are the most essential component in the game, representing the forces the players control. They contribute to the strength of the card that they are placed on, determining its health and damage it can inflict. Units are the lifeblood of a card. If a card loses all its units, it is destroyed and moved to the discard pile. Now that you know the basics of how player cards function, let's talk about the Old God cards, the primary antagonist of the game, represented by an automated deck that relentlessly draws new threats for the players to face. Each card serves to dismantle the player's forces by attacking them directly or imposing negative effects. First are the Old Gods themselves. They are the primary adversaries, setting the game's difficulty by summoning powerful cards from their deck and overwhelming the players. Minions are weak cards played by the Old Gods to steadily erode the player's defenses, applying constant pressure throughout the game. Monsters are powerful cards played by the Old Gods, intended to deal damage to players with devastating attacks and abilities. Wastelands are cards that empower the Old God to increase its card draw, attempting to overwhelm the players with additional threats. Ruins are cards used by the Old God to impose negative effects on players, disrupting their strategies and changing the performance of the Old God's cards. Curses are cards that immediately resolve, inflicting harsh penalties on the players, such as forcing difficult choices, disrupting their plans, or destroying their cards and units. This icon refers to the Old God's main deck, which consists of monsters, wastelands, ruins, and curses. This is typically in reference to card draw. There are some other icons you need to know related to the Old God besides the card types. This icon represents the card's strength, indicating the number of units required to defeat the card. This also shows the amount of damage the card will deal if it has an attack order. Speaking of attack order, these icons represent the order in which a card will attack. First are the unit strength icons. They determine what strength of card is attacked. The strongest icon means the card will attack the player card with the most units. Conversely, the weakest icon will attack the player card with the fewest units. Next are the card types the Old God cards will attack. This uses the player card type icons, heroes, structures, and lands. The order in which these icons are placed determines the order in which the cards attack, starting with the leftmost icon and moving to the right. If the icon does not appear, the Old God will not attack that type of card. This comes with the exception of the God cards, as gods will be attacked once all other player cards are destroyed. The Old God cards will also have one of two types of effects, a base effect and/or a defeated effect. Base effects, these are the inherent ability of the card and are active once played. Defeated effects. Most cards controlled by the Old God have a defeated effect, which can be either positive or negative. A positive defeated effect triggers when a card is defeated, providing a beneficial outcome for the player. Conversely, a negative defeated effect imposes penalties on the player when the card is defeated. If a card references any type of defeated effect, this icon will appear. Now that you know each of the components of the game, let's talk about settings.
For us subs, the fact that you say ad time is funny because we're just being advertised your amazing content, which we've already fans of. Yeah, true. And mostly the people who get to see it, I guess, are the subs. But you know, if I miss a few extra seconds, maybe some people catch it, or if I do it too early. Look at this pro ads guy. Yeah, very pro ads. No, actually, just Twitch makes you do ads, so you may as well make it an ad break and make it so not everyone has to watch it, you know. Whoa, Bradley. Been a while, dude. By the way, I think the strategy for the next channel points is gonna be doodles of making you work on the same art every time, so over time you can spend hours on it. Honestly, if you want to, I was actually thinking of that in my I don't know, a while ago. I was like, that'd be a way to do it. I have a concept for an enemy minion card, but I don't know if that works because tracking could be tricky. Basically, if it attacks the thing. Wait, if it's attacked or attacks a thing, it attacks, lose extra units. Oh, so like it ramps in power based on it being attacked. Yeah, it seems like a tracking thing. That would be weird. In that case, you may as well just have a minion that when it's attacked, I don't know how you do it, but like minions can never be attacked and not destroyed. So I guess when it attacks, it just spawns another minion as like a poison mechanic. Yeah, the only way I could see that working. Yeah, I don't. Poison would be weird. Poison's too much tracking. I could see when it attacks, it spawns another minion, but that's basically just the Abyssal Horde already, you know. How you doing, Bradley? Good to see you. Also, Kyle, how you doing? Good to see y'all. Be a plague bear or something. That could be cool. A plague bear. A poison bear. I know that's not what you meant, but I think I'm funny, so. What kind of houses should these be? Should these be wood, I guess, right? Kind of. Or they could be brick, I guess. There's a lot of brick and stuff in the old AAE universe, like stone buildings. We'll do all the detail work and detailing. I don't need to I don't think I need to do any more. Thoughts? Do you think this looks good for a setup? I think it works. I think we should just get started. Because we've been doodling enough. Somehow spent an, well, I guess the first my time was working on the your art, and now it is this art. Like, how do time go, you know? Zam! Yo! Thank you for the 5 months of the subby. Subby
just subscribed. Zam.
Zam. Woo! Agreed. Hello, Chex bro. Indeed. What's up, Chex? How you doing, dude? What's this building we're drawing? This is going to be for the shapeshifter card. We did a chat does D&D thing on Wednesday, which this is the character that they created, which was like Changeling. So we're like, well, we got the art, may as well. Yo! Resubscribe, tier 1, thank you. A hype train.
Vioa Radley _ just subscribed. Whoa.
Woo. Whoa. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. As always. Changeling is so sick. Yeah. So this is their character that they made, and we're like, okay, well, this is kind of the setup, what it's gonna be. So he's kind of like a the class was like a thief, so the kind of like lore here is that you know, because you can change your face, you're good at doing crime, you know. So that's the gist of it here. Do I make my life difficult? Probably. Let's do it. Let's make my life difficult. In theory, these should be. No, we'll just draw it on here. Don't mind me. I'm just doing things, you know. How to heck has it been 5 months of subbing? About to play some Roar without me? That's fine. You're allowed. Very nice. Let me know how it is. I'm very curious. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Time do fly. You're close to getting the next what's it called? Little beetle badge. Seven months is huge. It is, yeah. Look at that, Bradley with 7 months. I think that might be. Is that the most someone has? Actually, I don't know. Might be. I'm trying to think how to do this. I guess it's kind of like this. No, let's start here. I don't know. I can't remember. Who has the most? Bean has a lot too. No. Old. Yeah, I don't think we have a. Just roll a 10,000 sided dice real quick. There's the context window. Yeah, it's pretty high roll for the number of dice you rolled there. I wonder if this is gonna work the way I want it to. I don't want to look like stacked stones, but I also don't want to go like too crazy on the line art. So I don't know if this is actually gonna work. Let me just look up a stone building. I think I'm just trying to make stuff up in my mind, but yeah, one more follower until the goal. Kind of crazy. Yeah, we're I mean, what's the goal? 160. Yeah, I mean, technically that's like the automated goal. Usually, like I try to do something like every 100 followers, but I don't know. Maybe we should do stuff more often, but I feel like the big events that we do have been fun. Stone buildings. Yeah, I can just do a normal corner, and then I can just, when I draw the detail, I can make it better. Yeah, I mean we've had the game jam's happening soon, right? that's gonna be pretty big. Imagine roll oh, Bradley did 2-sided die and lost. Imagine you roll a 10,000 sided die and you just roll the streamer's social security number and they freak out. Imagine that'd be quite crazy. That would be insane. Something. That's insane. Do this. I rolled tails. You did. Bradley, have you seen any of the new art? There's a lot of ton of new cards. There's like 25 new cards or something stupid. That's gonna be in the in the game. We've gone mad with power. Nah, you're good, dude. you're totally fine. You're allowed to have a life outside of watching me stream. I'll show you real quick though. How dare you not pay attention to me? So yeah, we got the Beast Tamer may have been Beast Tamer and Spellblade may have been, but we got the Bard, we got the Marauder, Sentinel, Pyromancer, the Blood Moon Assassin, Indomitable King, Hollow Ground, River, Valley, Grove, Quicksand, Sky. Yes, Sky is a land. Church of the Radiant Dawn, Church of the Desolate Dusk, Airship, Expedition Vessel, Magic Academy, Windmill, Waste Haven, Gladiator Arena, Arcane Construct. That one's kind of older too, but Entangled, and then we have 3 gods that we've never even tested, so. Enchanted Grove is nice. Yeah. I like that one. The color of that one too. Good one. I like the Magic Academy. Kind of same sort of vibe. Waste Haven is nice. Yeah, Waste Haven's good too. Whole Veer base engages in identity theft. That's yeah. Or oh, the whores. No. Yes. Good stuff. Yeah, so there's a lot of new cards. The idea is like right now we're kind of trying to the goal is to make specific rebuilt decks, which I was kind of like iffy on at first, but honestly all the playtests since doing it have been great. So yeah. I can't even be mad. I don't know why I'm drawing this roof. I'm always so conflicted. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I should just draw this thing that no one will ever see. So I shouldn't draw it. The thing is, like, it's kind of nice to have the cards, like, if I want to, like, have, like, a lineless, not lineless, but, like, if we want to have the, like, border turned off, it's kind of nice to have the art. Like, I can have them as phone backgrounds or something, but right now I'm just really not feeling it. I don't feel like drawing something I don't need to. So many cards, deck building will be so hard, nail biting. Yeah. Honestly, I think it'll be fun. But yeah, one of the I think I started saying this. I don't know if I finished saying it, but yeah, one of the interesting things is like one of the things I was watching is like, yeah, you need to have booster packs if you're doing like a Kickstarter. So yeah, I don't know if like I actually release all the pre-made decks as pre-made decks, or if I just you know, release a select few and then the rest of the cards are just kind of put into booster packs, and you kind of have to make those pre-made decks, you know. And then just like the pre-made decks are just like a card list, you know. Like here's a recommended set for this god. I don't know. Kind of depends. I don't know if like I can sell it the same way like a normal TCG is, or if I just sell it as like a pack. I don't know. Or like as a box set, you know. And you can just deck build within your what's it called? Within your pack. Imagine a co-op PvP mode where mode 2 eventually, and there's a tournament where people come in pairs. Interesting. I don't even know how that would work. I guess you could make old god controllable old god decks. I suppose is the only way to do that. Then yeah, the old god would have, there'd be 2 old gods that team up. I got like I'm the old god now, indeed. I am the old god. Honestly, it seems more like a game where it comes as a set and then new cards are added in expansions. Yeah, it does feel that way for sure, because mostly because it's just like a 2-player game, like a cooperative game. But I don't know. Part of me wonders if I can break the mold or if I should just stay in my lane, you know? Because it's like it would be a gamble to sell it like a trading card game, like a you know, an actual factual trading card game. But I don't know. Yo, I'm fading energy wise. I'm trying here, but I just need water. What's the vibe for the game jam? So I mean, it's mostly, you know, a card game, board game, game jam. There is like a whole big bunch of notes in the news section if you scroll up. Obviously, wait, I already scrolled up there. Basically, if you scroll up a bit to here, this has everything about it that I have. Obviously, but basically board game, card game, there's 5 criteria: fun, art and design, mechanics, lore and story, theme and fit. It's a 2-week-long game jam. When you're done, me and you play the game. And yeah. That's the whole thing. And then the winner gets a card in my game and beta access to Armies Against Entropy and a Discord role. Category winners get a little guy. I would ask for a hint regarding the theme, but that would cheat. The suspense is killing me. Yeah, me too. I wish I knew the theme. The theme is cheese. Could be. Might could be, I tell you what. Yeah. I win, I get double my pre-existing benefits, basically. Yeah, I mean, it's basically you just get some stream redeems, but you know. It's something. Could just not have prizes and the thing be like, you just get the glory of winning, you know? I guess I should make this more like a keg kind of barrel. a wooden barrel, I suppose. First. I think I'm definitely only going for 3 hours today. I'm not going to go past the standard window, just because I am tired. I think work is busy then, but I will try to come up with something. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, like in the latest post, if you even if you have like, you know, a day or two to do something, you know, I encourage you to do it regardless. And like, even if you like come up with like just a rule set or something, right? And we just kind of like, even if we just talk about it during your playtest and don't actually play it or something, you know, I think that would still be cool. Doesn't even need to be a fully finished game. I would not. It's not like I'm going to be mad at you if you didn't finish your game, you know? I think it would just be cool if everyone tries to make something and see what kind of ideas you come up with, even if you don't have the full allotted time. You know, that makes sense. I mean, I made a game. Well, you know, okay, granted, I have had a lot of experience now, but I did make a game in 24 hours. So 2 games in 24 hours. So I believe other people can make it in, you know, a few days. Endling plushie. Wait, imagine if Fig made an Endling plushie and sent the winner. Everyone would be working their games 24/7. True. Shipping and handling would be a lot for a lot of y'all. That is an idea. Maybe I should do that at some point. Commission Fig to do a plushie for a winner of something. Maybe when we do our deck building competition, maybe I'll do that. If we do that, I don't know. I feel like it'd be good thing next. Once like this patch of the game comes out with all the cards, I think that will be one that we do. And that will also encourage you guys to actually playtest the game. So I said that like you like wait. Yo. Sorry, let me look. Oh god. Panaromi and cheese, I believe, is the name. I can't read. I have a very bad bad at words, but thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you being here. Very dyslexic. Close enough. I was like, it's not panoramic. Close enough. What's up, Cheese? I'm just gonna call you Cheese. How about that? Hello, Cheese. Welcome on in. The theme of the game jam just followed. Yeah, that was... We said cheese earlier, and you've appeared out of nowhere. Panorama. Like sheep. Pick. Oh, like so, like a panorama. Sorry, my brain. The thing is, yeah, I'm I'm dyslexic, so when there's like a compound word, it just, my brain can't read it. I was somewhat obviously. Indeed, you were. Bradley was like, cheese, and then all of a sudden you showed up. Like the perspective on these barrels. Whatever, maybe they're small barrels. I don't know. How you doing today? What brings you here? What brings you to our humble establishment? Again, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We are currently working on my co-op TCG. We're working on the Shapeshifter card, which is actually a card or a character we made from our Chat Does D&D thing the other day, which was a special event, but probably end up doing it more. If that's something you're into. Someone wants to say hi to game dev and was like, oh, hey, I do that too. Nice. Heck yeah. Welcome on in. Appreciate you being here. I do the game dev. Yeah, it's board game dev, not video game dev, which I think most people on this category are doing, but you know, they don't really have a category for us board game people. At least if I'm making it digitally. Like if I was making a physical game, I guess I could go into crafting, right? But can we summon some pizza? I hope so. Wait, the irony of having a food-related name too. Tuna pizza. Tuna cheese? That's what I meant? There we go. So our powers combined. Tuna with cheese. Quite the dilemma there. But yeah, anyway. We're here. We're making card games. It is playable on Tabletop Simulator though, so you know, kind of a video game. If you are curious at all. My commands work? They do. Huzzah! At least that one does. Forgot about the inside of the window. The frame, I suppose. I feel like my lines are getting kind of wobbly. I like if my smoothing's at 0 instead of like 15 like I normally have it. Tuna melt would go crazy. I love tuna pizza. My favorite kind of food. Is it? That's wild. There's one with cream, corn, and sausage here in Croatia. It's so good. That sounds delicious. I love cream corn. Send one over, Tuna. I'm ready. I'm ready to receive the pizza. Honestly, I don't think I've had that many weird pizzas, but one of the weirdest ones was it was just a hamburger and fries pizza. It was just like they deconstructed a hamburger, had like ketchup and mustard and fries and beef, and it was like, this is weird, but actually pretty good. Interesting. That's a weird pizza, indeed. But it was good. That sounds delicious, Dino. Send one over. I'm gonna eat it. Oh God, I'm dying. I'm faded. Had a busy week. I feel like my line art is like really wobbly right now. It is not as straight as it normally is, but it doesn't really matter because it's like, you know, it's the style kind of allows for it, but I do need to get more water. You're right. Let me go grab some. Give me a sec. Okay, water. What kind of game dev do you do, Cheese? Honestly, I kind of want to Google that now, though. Copy. Paste. Oh yeah, there it is. There's corn and such. Interesting. I would eat that for sure. 3D game design right now. What engine do you work in? I do know a good bit about like video game development because I watch like a lot of devlogs, but I don't actually know any coding, so steak and fried pizza is pretty good. Yeah. I mean, how can you go wrong with just like beef and potatoes, right? As weird as it sounds, I would not hesitate to devour that, right? It's too late. Yeah, if you want to share anything, feel free. We'd love to see work. Any sort of art. Yeah, Unity. Nice. Yeah, I feel like I would work in Unity if I did anything, but I don't know. I might have to start doing like whatever coding you would need to do for OBS, but that's probably just using Unity, honestly, right? Oh, is my Discord broken? Let me fix that. Last time we were doing D&D, I was like, I don't want to take the time to fix it, but we're not really doing anything too crazy. Did they change the Spotify integration thing? No. Does that still work? You know, exclamation point song for me. I'll make sure that still works. Okay, cool. It works. Do you like how I called the bot Beats, but with an A? It's funny because my name's Beats. Not really, but not really my name, but it is my name, you know? Where the heck is it? Why am I, huh? There it is, commands. It's honestly probably like a capital. Oh no, I literally haven't checked the on box. I haven't shared any of my progress online just yet. Just getting, going to make some socials for advertising later, but I'm gonna do a whole big 2-year project in about 2 months, going still pretty strong. I would, well, I mean, you know, you do you for sure, but I would recommend, sharing just so you can get feedback and stuff, you know? it's always good to you don't have to share here, right? I would recommend, you know, it's like, you know, getting that stuff ready to share with people so you can get feedback and beta testing on your game and that kind of stuff. Make sure it's fun and whatnot. But yeah, unless that's kind of what you're saying, I don't know. Yeah, it's good to get your game out there. Basically, is all I'm trying to say. 2 years is crazy. I mean, that's basically what I've been doing with this. Honestly, been doing two years of armies. Almost. No, it's only been 1 year of armies, but 2 years of this kind of content creation, I think. God, how old is armies? We look. Friend her circle is helping me out. Get me through this. Okay, nice. Good to have feedback. Wonder if I'm gonna make a TCG if I don't use. Wonder how I'm gonna make a TCG. Well, it doesn't have to be a TCG. It could be a board game. But if you want to do the TCG, obviously that for sure, right? But you could just do a board game or just like a rule set, and then just have like, I mean, I wouldn't be totally opposed to like TTRPGs either, you know? Like if you want to do like a TTRPG rule set, that could also be a thing. Of course, then you'd have to like DM a campaign, but it could be a thing. The first Armies devlog was July 22nd, 24. And I believe we did it like a month before that. It was May something, right? Oh, okay. Now I just gotta look because it literally says it in here. Shut up, Nathaniel. Come on. Okay, we started it was May. I can't talk. May 1st, I believe, is when it started. So, I guess it's only like half a year old, right? No, wait, May 2024. It's a year and some change. Year and a half almost. Anyway, keep planning my Trello. Nice. Once you make those socials, we'd love to check it out. We love sharing projects with each other. Indeed, we do. We do. Yeah, good friends are nice to have like that for sure. Once it's out, probably gonna try to share it with everyone. Want to get as much publicity as I can, you know, for sure. Yeah, I love Fwens. Indeed, Fwens are good. I love everyone but a single girl who is on a mission to steal love away from our grasp. Yes, indeed. There's a I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it is funny. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. You're out of luck. Sounds like side lore from a video or something. Basically, again, we did D&D the other day, and for some reason they attached themselves to a basically everyone played a singular character, which is this character that we're drawing here. Actually, we're adding him into the game because it's the same art style that I ended up doing. We're adding him into the card game. But when we played D&D, we made the character and we drew in the same art style. I was like, okay, we may as well just draw it in that. We can use it for my game. But yes, fell in love with an NPC in D&D, but the NPC already in love with his childhood friend. Exactly. Now they're upset about it. So that's the whole story, really. Do I need to do more of this? I think this is fine. I just add detail and coloring, right? I don't think I need to do anything extra. Which coloring might be for another day, because we're approaching our 3 hour mark here. And I'm tired. Oops. Oh, I haven't saved yet. Hard art. Players. Heroes. But do you try the Discord one again? Does that work now? Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, I leak my files all the time. In theory, I don't have anything weird on my computer. I have some secret weird stuff, but you gotta... I'm just kidding. We're in his walls. It works so well, it's spam proof. Jeez, check it out. Check this out. Now I'm concerned. What is he gonna do? Oh, the dice. That's a very many-sided dice. I thought you were gonna do like, I guess I have the secret on the main page, and then I also have ooh, bad roll. Rip. Oof. Unlucky. I guess the only other secret is just test. If you just say just test. Nothing else. Oops. I'm just leaking my DMs. I'm just kidding. I'm not. That was just the Discord server. We have a plus 18 modifiers. We're good. True. Bradley sent me some pictures of rocks. Love that. No. It's not even just test. Not even an exclamation point. It's not even a command. It's a hidden, a sneaky hidden command. There you go. That's it. It instantly says test complete. And I believe, I don't know if this one works. I think it's broken, but on the starting soon screen, I believe if you do exclamation point secret, something happens. But ooh, 2 6s in a row. Look at you go. Holy moly. You might have to do it twice. Doubles, baby. And you go for a triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. One more secret. I guess it's broken. Yeah, it's broken. Weird. Basically, it shows this little guy. It just literally just does that. But the idea is that it should work with commands. Oh, you know what? I know why it doesn't work. It's because everything's broken. It doesn't work because everything is broken. I forgot. The Seeker is trolling me. Wait, but then why does test work? I don't understand why tests works, but that one doesn't. Is it not an exclamation point again? Ah, it's also not an exclamation point. Hold on. Okay. Just type secret, no exclamation point. I think it works. Again, it might have to be twice again. Yeah, I don't know. It's all... Ooh, that was weird. It didn't actually pop up. Shrug. It doesn't work. It's broken. It's just very broken. All right, well, we tried. That's something I need to get figured out, but you can have like a event command thing that lets you do cool stuff, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know. Here we are. 66. Nat 1 into nat 20. There you go. Look at you go. That's a good combo right there. I've seen many a game changed in that combo of rolls. We had this session once with Soul where one of our players was taken over by like a like evil character, and then they had to like just basically play as an evil person, and then they're like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this, and he rolled a... He's like gonna... Was he trying to resist? No, he was doing something. It was... I think it was anything. And then he rolled a 1. And then we were like, okay, well, you just get like your sanity back just for a second. And then he rolled a 20, and then he like just... It was like one of those... I'm explaining it horribly, but it was a good time. It was like one of those times where it's like you rolled the 2 right rolls to get your character back from being completely taken over by a you know, nano creature basically possessing you. It was a good time. It's like, yeah, one of those instances where it's just like it worked out perfectly. As you can tell, though, I think I've lost my words. I think this is a good stopping point too, because I think we'll just move on to color next time, and then we'll add in like a lot of the details when we're coloring it, like the bricks and stuff we'll do in coloring rather than like hard line art. So I think this is honestly a good stopping point for us to just go raid into someone. I don't know who we're raiding into. I know Nez is live. He was. So we could raid into her. I think she's even doing like hard stuff, so could be relevant. Otherwise, we could find someone new. I don't know what y'all want to do, but
Ooh, I'm a spooky, scary ghost too.
all right. Ooh, spooky, scary ghost. Love stories where the DM has high thresholds and the player just rolls incredibly, right? Back at Halloween again. Ooh. Yeah, no, I explained it really badly, but show cheese little guys. Were they not here? These guys? These are the little guys. That's the story. You can get a little guy of your very own with a doodle redeem. The Cyclops is me. This one. So I'd say this one, but it selects all of them. This brings me joy. Yes, little guys are cute. Where's the where's Tuna? There's Tuna. This is Tuna's. There you go. I'm famous. Oh, that's one that looks like Mike Wazowski. Oh, that's Tuna. That's good. I love that. Anyway. Yeah, I need to actually resize all those. That's something we need to do. We need to make them all the same size, because right now they're kind of I wonder if I can I just, oh, you really can't. You think there would be a way to like set the, wait, maybe there is. Like, is there a transform, edit transform? Aha. We could set them all to like 500 pixels and they'd all be the same, but it's like there has to be a way, right? Yeah, so you could set them all to the same, right? We could just set them all to be the same size. Cause like I'm kind of concerned that the Turnip King is like half the size of everyone else. Transform, edit transform. Yeah, he's like 400 pixels and the other one's like 500. We'll have to fix that one day. Maybe that's a later thing, but can bulk edit height width. Can you? Can I select all of these and edit the height width, whatever? Transform. I can't edit transform. Maybe because they're already all different, but I could reset the transformation and then maybe do it, but what do you know, Radley? I'm just kidding. Like you're a mod or something. Oh no, it's not even in Adobe because these guys are in OBS. It's in a yeah, you could probably do it in Adobe. It's just they're scaled in OBS weirdly. What if we had stream avatars for some streams? We could. That just seems like a lot of work to do stream avatars. I like the idea of it. It just feels like more work than it's worth for me currently. Like it would take away from other stuff is my issue with it, you know? That's the thing. Like if we only did it sometimes and it took away, like setting it up took away from time we could be doing other stuff, then I don't know if I want to do it, you know? But maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get there eventually. Hey!
Panoramic Cheese just cheered 100 bits. Well, you're a pretty cool guy, so I'm throwing my money at you and leaving BC in crazy like the Dixie y'all.
Thank you, Cheese. I appreciate it. You are also a cool guy. I appreciate you being here. We'll we hope to see you again, my friend. She's got that cheddar. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very, very much. But yeah, we'll probably raid into someone now because we're about to hit an ad and whatnot. So yeah, appreciate you being here. We'll hopefully see you around. Let's just go here, like I was trying to do before, and then I got distracted. Who are you rating? Ow, I knew that was gonna happen. Why do you do that to me? Why do you do this to me, kitten? We could. Oh, Nova's also live. Nova's playing games. You know, I haven't rated Nova before, and Nova's cool. She's part of our, like, a group where, we've been forming. I don't know what she's playing. What is this? Oh, it's Expedition 33, which I know nothing about. But actually, you know what? Hold on. Isn't Nez talking about card games? Oh, Nez is doing card. We have to raid Nez actually because she's doing card game stuff. So let's do that. I'm hilarious. Massive applause. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna raid Nez. She's doing card stuff, which feels appropriate. But yeah, let's do it. All right. Hopefully see you all around. See you at can't chat in Nez's chat? Why? What happened? Did you break something? Did you get banned, Tuna? Did Tuna get banned? Bro got banned. Tuna, did you get banned? Unverified. What did you do? You need to get preemptively timed out here. Tuna, what did you do? Oh, man. Tuna. Out! Stop attacking me. All right, we're gonna raid her anyway. We'll probably messed up verification up, and you need to be verified to chat there. Ah, I promise it was good. Okay, I didn't realize that was a thing. Likely story. Tuna got banned. All right, I see cards. We go see other cards. We're oh, rating in 6 seconds. I guess we're rating. Oh wait, yeah, I guess we're rating. All right, bye. Oh wait, no, we're okay. That's the preemptive thing. Anyway, we're leaving. What was I gonna say? I'll be back Monday. I don't know what we're doing Monday. The only thing I have planned is Friday, where me and Chex, he was in the chat earlier. We're gonna be doing a, because he's actually gonna be physically here. We're gonna be doing a card tier list. Raid message. Usually we just spam the raid emote that we've got. Yeah, IRL stream. And then Monday and Wednesday, I have no idea what we're doing. Wednesday I'll probably have to be like a short stream, and then Monday, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to arrange for another playtest Monday. We'll see. Anyway, thank y'all for being here. Goodbye. Appreciate being here. Farewell.